Hey guys, happy Friday. So today I am doing part 2 of my 3-part series on how to take a proper breath. And today we are going to focus on our larynx and our soft palate placement, okay? And we're also going to talk a little bit about the tongue. So last week we talked about our diaphragm, where it's located, how we use it to take a proper breath when we are singing. And so today, let's start with our larynx, okay? So our larynx, if you're a guy, find your Adam's apple and go just above that. Okay, that whole piece of cartilage, like that whole thing, that's your larynx, okay? If you're a girl, just like right here, right? And when you take a proper breath, you want your larynx to drop. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. Okay, so it drops very obviously. And how you do that, if you're having trouble, you're like, what am I doing? Am I just opening my mouth really big? And it's kind of like if you can imagine someone just stuffed a golf ball in the back of your throat and it's being pushed down, right? That's where that is, okay? And then our soft palate, so the roof of our mouth is our hard palate, and that's what you can actually touch. Our soft palate is just behind that. And it's the area where you don't want to stick your finger or anything, because you'll feel like you're gonna gag, okay? But that right there is your soft palate, and you kind of can lift it by kind of lifting the eyes, lifting the front of the face a little bit, kind of feeling like you're smiling. And now just imagine that golf ball has gone upward, okay? It almost feels like you're about to yawn. It's that space. You feel like you got this big air bubble in your mouth. And so when you do them together, you're gonna feel so much air, like a big bubble of air inside of your mouth. And that's how you're gonna know that you're doing it correctly. And we'll talk more about this next week, but when you do both things combined, like when you extend your diaphragm downward and then do both of those things, you're gonna really feel like you want to yawn, okay? And so how I have my students practice this soft palate and larynx positioning is by what I call yawners, where you go, essentially you drop and lift 4 times, and hopefully by the 4th one you yawn. So it looks like this. I never made it to 4. But you might find it takes you a little longer, and that's okay. Just sit on the 4th one with all of that open until you start to tear and you start to yawn a little bit. Okay, so during that process, to make sure that your tongue is forward, it's just kind of sitting at the base of your teeth, okay? That'll just ensure that it's not pulling backward and causing any interference with your airflow, okay? And all of this, the reason why we do this is for a couple reasons. One, it's to ensure that we have the most open space that we possibly can to take our breath, so as much air as we would want would come forward. And 2, this is the proper way to sing a note as well. So it's just setting you up to sing with a really nice open rounded tone. So that's it. That's part 2, larynx and soft palate understanding and placement. Make sure to check me out next week as we kind of put it all together, and I'll show you what that looks like when we put it all together and a few exercises that you can do to practice this. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please make sure to share this video if you like it. You can subscribe to my channel. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. You can feel free to comment below and let me know if you have any questions. I hope you guys have an awesome day.